daisies bowed and swayed. 3 little babies wandered where the sunbeams like to play. A woven basket waited full of petals, ribbon, thread. They set a tiny mission, made crowns to grace each head. One baby was the smallest, 9 months, full of bright surprise. Hands that groped for buttercups and clapped at dragonflies. The middle one, 11 months, would bounce on chubby toes. The eldest, 13 months, would totter, giggle, strike a pose. A fluffy brown puppy bounded in, his tail a joyful drum. He nosed the basket gently, then began to sniff and hum. A striped tabby kitten patted, soft whiskers all a twitch. Her paws like velvet brushes brushed away a sleeping witch. Nursery, of course, the shadows of a cloud that liked to nap. She blinked and purred a tune, then fingered up a flap. They picked the daisies carefully, then violet tucked inside. Pink petals, tiny white sweet peas, a fragrant messy pride. The baby held a clover up and offered it to pup. He took it very gently, then sneezed once, what a pup. A sprinkle of small petals flew like confetti in the air. The babies clapped in wonder at the feather's soft affair. The kitten found a ribbon, blue as pond reflected sky. She twined it through the flowers with a patient, careful eye. The eldest threaded stems with care, the middle hummed along. The youngest dropped a petal, then found it with a song. They looped and tied and braided, little fingers learning fast. Each crown became a circle of a summer that would last. The puppy pranced about and chose a tiny crown of red. He let the babies lift it, then he promptly shook his head. The tabby purred approval, then posed in regal grace. The baby placed the daisy wreath upon her furry face. They traded crowns and giggled, each a mini royal show. The meadows seemed to titter as the warm wind let them go. A bee hummed by politely, a robin kept the beat. A ladybug like ruby dots marched across a tiny seat. The sun leaned in to watch them, painting gold upon each cheek. Long shadows stretched like sleepy hands, the afternoon turned neat. They lay upon the blanket, crowns, crooked smiles so wide. The puppy nuzzled gently, the kitten curled beside. The babies hummed a toddler tune, the kitten's purr was near. The puppy dozed with ears like sails, and dreams began to steer. A flutter of a butterfly drifted down and landed light. It rested on a blossom, then took off into flight. The petals in the crown still clung like promises of play, and tiny fingers smoothed them as the sky turned soft and gray. As daylight folded slowly into blankets stitched with blue, the babies yawned in chorus, each crown a gentle clue. Of friendships made with fur and petals, of the games they knew, of how a simple basket full of flowers could renew. Their eyelids sank like curtains closing on a sleepy stage. The meadow held its breath a while to keep them safe and sage. They dreamed of dancing petals in the middle of a meadow where the daisies bowed and swayed. 3 little babies wandered where the sunbeams like to play. A woven basket waited full of petals, ribbon, thread. They set a tiny mission, made crowns to grace each head. One baby was the smallest, 9 months, full of bright surprise. Hands that groped for buttercups and clapped at dragonflies. The middle one, 11 months, would bounce on chubby toes. The eldest, 13 months, would totter, giggle, strike a pose.